Nelson Agholor on the trading block? If the Eagles draft a wide receiver early, you can expect it.
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here, and we are 1 day away from the draft. 1 day away, and I'm so excited. And the rumors are heating up, man. They are heating up. Things are going to get crazy. I love draft time. Now, earlier in the offseason, I talked about the possibility that the Eagles may go out and get a wide receiver early. First, second round, something like that. And if they did, there was a good possibility that you would see Nelson Agholor get traded or put on the trade block. There were even reports earlier in the offseason that the Eagles were exploring trade offers for him. Well, it turns out that Ian Rappaport is reporting, it just came out right now, that the Eagles, if they take a wide receiver early, would likely try to trade Nelson Agholor. At least this is how teams around the league perceive it. The teams around the league believe Nelson Agholor is available, and it all hinges on whether the Eagles take a wide receiver early. Now, I don't know that they're going to go wide receiver in the first round. They might. Maybe they like Hollywood Brown that much. Who knows? They could go Paris Campbell. He's been in there. There's been quite a few number of wide receivers that have been to visit the Eagles. And you have to remember, Nelson Agholor is making $9.4 million guaranteed this year. It's the last year of his contract. And I don't expect him to come back after this year. So they may be looking to replace him. Now, he's very talented, very explosive, very athletic. He is a good slot receiver. He is not good on the outside. He is, in my opinion, a slot wide receiver, and that's what he's good for. His 2017 season was really good. I thought he was just okay last year. I thought he disappeared at times. But Nelson Agholor is very talented, and if the Eagles do take a wide receiver early, which I do think they're going to. I think they're going to take a wide receiver in the second round. I do. So I think it's possible that if they got, let's say, a Paris Campbell, I think they do try to move Nelson Agholor. Now, what could they get in return for him? I don't know. Maybe they think they could get like a third-round pick. They don't have a third-round pick in this draft. Maybe they feel like they can get one. I don't know. But they would definitely like to move that $9.4 million. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But this is being reported by the NFL Network, by Ian Rappaport, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think there is a 50% chance that you could see Nelson Agholor traded, because I do believe the Eagles are going to make a move for a wide receiver. You got to remember, you have Alshon Jeffrey. He's, 30, almost 29, 30 years old. Deshaun Jackson is 32 years old. They're not getting any younger. You need kind of have young guys come in and replace them. Agholor is in the last year of his contract. The Eagles are not going to pay him what he's going to want as a free agent next year. So he is in the last year with the Eagles. If they trade him, so be it. Because the truth is they're not going to keep him long term. So I could see a possibility where the Eagles bring in a Paris Campbell type guy, A.J. Brown, somebody like that, Hollywood Brown, and then they trade him, and then they replace him with the young guy, let the young guy learn amongst these, receivers like Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson. I mean, Hollywood Brown learning behind Deshaun Jackson is a good thing. It is a very, very good thing. I think Paris Campbell could start in the slot day one, so I think you could replace Nelson Agholor. You still have Mac Hollins, but I believe that there is something to this. We've heard rumblings about this in the past. We've heard Agholor's name being brought up. Now teams are expecting for him to get traded if the Eagles take a wide receiver. So everybody who is looking to trade for him is waiting to see what the Eagles do early in the draft at wide receiver. I think they do get a wide receiver within the first few rounds. So this is being reported right now. What do you think? Is this a rumor? Is this the real deal? I kind of think there's something to it. I think there's a 50-50 chance Agholor gets traded on draft night, but we won't know. Me personally, I understand where the Eagles are coming from contract-wise and that kind of thing, and money-wise, but you have to have a viable replacement. It can't be just some wide receiver you pick up in the 4th round, something like that. It has to be a guy like a Hollywood Brown, a Paris Campbell, somebody like that who I believe is talented enough to make a name for themselves in this league. And if you get a guy like that and then you want to do it, fine, I can buy into it. But if you don't, then you got to keep Agholor one more year. So tell me what you think. It's crazy. It's going to be crazy 24 hours. Can't wait till the draft. And hey, with that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.